Alright guys, so I want to start this video off by saying sorry because I don't film a whole lot of fishing in this video. It's more catching than anything. If you haven't noticed, I film off of my phone and I don't have the battery life to constantly video. I don't have my GoPro anymore. Makes it kind of difficult, but we're going to work that out and figure our way through it and weave through it however we have to do it. The other thing I want to mention is this pond is really weird. I fished here in the wintertime some, and even during the coldest days, there were fish busting on the surface, eating topwater. And in this video, I pretty much prove it because I catch a fish on a frog while it's snowing, and it's like 30 degrees, and I don't know how warm the pond is. I know that they don't have a whole lot of food in there, so they eat what they can find. And that's probably why they eat topwater year-round. What's even weirder is this was during a cold front, and I really didn't think they would be eating quite like that. But they did. At the end of this video, I'll break it down even more on how I caught them. But in the meantime, here's a really quick, kind of weird, strangely put together video. So, as with most sports out there, you can't always control how your day is going to go, how well you're going to perform, and all that fun stuff. The same goes for fishing. The past 2 weeks, we have had temperatures in the 60s and 70s every day. And then this weekend the bottom drops out and it is snowing and sleeting right now. So, that means a massive cold front. And just as I said, you can't control your conditions, but it's always good to test yourself. So today I'm going to go test myself and fish these conditions the way that I think is suitable at a pond. And I'm going to do my best to catch some fish. I have about 2 hours to do it, so let's go ahead and get out and head right to the lake. I'll see you guys out there. Alright, we have made it out to the pond. The wind noise is probably just terrible. This is a pond that Matthew showed me about a year ago, and catching fish out of it is really weird. Like, they eat topwater all the time, even in the middle of winter. And I came out last week and had issues with it, but we are out here. So, we'll see what I can catch, if I can catch anything at all. This cold front might have them shut down completely. I just caught a fish on a frog, and it is snowing. It's insane. You be in the video? Yep, cold.
I am cold. Wait a
I
second.
caught a fish on a frog in the snow.
I can't see the fish.
She's got the fish. What are your thoughts on that fish?
I want to get the sticky fish out of my hand rapidly. Ouch!
And that's why you don't hold them by the fins. What did you learn?
Never to hold the fish again, let you hold them.
Let's go catch another one. Alright guys, I think I figured something out. I got another one on this little wake bait by Strike King. It's pretty cool. I noticed that the fish they're jumping even though it is snowing right now. They are jumping and they're eating. But I couldn't get another one to eat the frog, so I pay attention to detail, and I got one on a wake bait that doesn't dive very deep. So that's going to be the trick today, I think. I managed to catch one more on this little wake bait thing.
You said one more, let's go.
I know I said one more and let's go. I just caught my one more. There it is.
Okay, let me get a picture.
Itty bitty, like, quarter-ounce fish, whatever. Yeah. Alright, that's going to do it for me out here today. The snow is starting to stick a little bit, and I'm not the greatest at driving in snow, apparently, from what I've been told. But, we'll meet up back at the desk and talk about how I caught them today. and how this cold front was a little bit different, at least fishing this pond. So, yeah, let's get back into the warmth and talk about this. So as you guys saw, it was kind of a weird situation on how I was catching them. First thing was, it was during a cold front, and you have to fish a little bit different during a cold front. Now, one of the most important things while fishing a cold front is paying attention to detail. As you saw, my first fish came off of a frog, but I was fishing that frog for probably 45 minutes before I actually got a good bite. And then I paid attention to the fish. I mean, they were jumping like 20 and 30 at a time. So they were hungry and there were plenty of them. So what I did was, I looked at what I was fishing and how I was fishing it, and I decided to throw something that it wasn't a top-water lure, but it didn't dive down underneath the fish, because I'm pretty sure they were all suspended. This pond out in the middle is really deep, and I can cast out in the middle, no problem. So whenever you're trying to catch fish that are kind of suspended like that, you want something that doesn't dive too deep. A jerkbait probably would have been a good idea. If I could have got a spinnerbait waking on the top of the water column, that would have been a good idea. But what I picked up was a crankbait, or a wake bait. Wake bait doesn't go, it's similar to a square bill. It doesn't go as deep as most square bills, even though it's a little bit bigger in size, really, or it's not, it looks like a 1.5, like a Strike King 1.5, but it doesn't go as deep, nearly as deep. And that was good because it kept me in the water column where these fish were, in just a section like this out of this whole pond, and they would eat it. If they saw it, they ate it, and it was pretty funny. It was pretty cool. So that's how I caught most of my fish. The wake bait, I was fishing a 7-foot medium moderate rod with a 5-to-1 gear ratio reel, Bushido fluorocarbon, 14 pound, I believe, 14 or 12. I think it might have been 12. And for the frog, I was using a 7'4" heavy with 30-pound Bushido braid, I believe. I know I started out with mono, and I had to switch it for a frog. So that's pretty much it. Paying attention to details in this instance is really important, and I should have done that from the start, because I probably would have caught a lot more I would have caught a lot more fish in the video than I did. So that's this episode of Ken Arnold Fishing. This weekend's supposed to be warmer. We're going to go fishing Friday. Not too sure what's going to happen. It's going to be like 64 that day. Fish are going to hopefully come back up. They came up shallow to spawn this past week, and this cold front shut them down. So we'll see what happens. In the meantime, I want to thank you guys for watching this vlog review of Ken Arnold Fishing. I'll see you guys right here, or even better, on the water next time. Thanks for watching.